Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Abisola. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing how to make a very flaky, juicy and yummy meat pie. So if you're a first time viewer, thank you very much for clicking on this video. Don't forget to like, share and drop a comment and subscribe too. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead to mince the beef I'll be using for this meat pie. You can buy your minced meat in the supermarket or stores around you, but I prefer to use fresh beef. This way I can process it myself and it's also give me very fresh taste, because the store-bought minced meat always give one nasty, I don't know, off taste sharp, I don't know. So I prefer to use fresh one. So these are the ingredients we'll be using. I'll be using flour, I'll be using vegetable oil for this recipe, I'll be using onions, I'll be using garlic, then baking powder, I'll be using the minced beef that I did earlier, and also I'll be using some margarine, butter, I'll be using carrots, I'll be using potato, Irish potato that I've diced already. I'll be using milk, I'll be using seasoning, salt, thyme, all spices and curry, and I'll be using egg. So guys, let's mix the dry ingredients first. We are using flour and baking powder, then salt. Then I'm just going to make sure I give this a good mix, and then I'll go ahead to add my frozen butter. So this butter is not so frozen like that, but at least it's been in the freezer and I brought it out, so but it's kind of frozen. You prefer to use cold butter because it will help your flour process very well, it will make it clump together very well. So now I'm going to make sure I mix this, that it will be giving this flaky like texture eventually. So you can see what I'm doing. You can just make sure you do it. If this is your first time working with flour and butter in this way, just make sure you're just trying to sprinkle it, like as you continue to sprinkle it the way I'm doing right now, you will start getting that flaky kind of texture. So we're going to do it like this for it to form like some crumbs, the way your breadcrumbs are always like so this is what we are going to be getting right now. So it's looking like crumbs already as I did my hand. As you can see, just keep doing the way I did my hand and then you will get this kind of texture. So once we do that, I will add milk to mix. You can always use water in this instead of milk, in placement of milk, but I prefer to use milk sometimes. So right now I'm using milk, and then I'll just make sure that I let this come together. Then I'm adding a little bit of water to make it form very well, because I felt it needed more water. Guys, the measurement for everything I use in this recipe is in the description below, so do well to check it out and then follow my recipe step by step, because this is actually very helpful for you and you will love the outcome. So now I'm just going to go ahead to mold the dry and the my batter together, as you can see. So I just want to I'm not kneading, I'm just molding at this point. Like, you don't have to knead like you are kneading for bread or anything. I just want to mold it together to form a circle like this, like a ball like this. Then I'm just going to go ahead to put it in my refrigerator for the next 30 minutes to just form together. Meanwhile, while we are doing that, I'll go ahead to make my sauce. So into my pot, I've added onions and oil, I've added garlic. Then I'll go ahead to saute it for some minutes till it is fragrance, and then it gives this nice aroma already. Then I go in with the minced beef that we minced earlier, as you can see. So I'm going to just keep stir frying this too, like I will keep sauteing this until I get rid of the redness. So you stir it like you get rid of the redness, then you go in with your carrot, you go in with your Irish potato, and also, to be on the safe side, you can always boil this first before you now add them to your minced meat. On this day, I didn't have much time. I would have preferred to boil the Irish potato and the carrot first. Now you're going with the seasoning I showed you earlier, or the spices and seasoning I showed you earlier. Then you stir them together like this. Once you're done stirring like this, you'll go in with some pepper, your scotch bonnet. So this is just chopped scotch bonnet, and then scotch bonnet is called rodo in Yoruba. So you keep stirring, and by this time your sauce will be smelling very good, like the aroma will be so nice. And so you go ahead to add some water to boil. So at this point, you want to make sure that the potato and the carrot are well cooked before you go in with your flour slurry. So this flour slurry is mixture of water and just flour, just to thicken up this sauce. Then you set aside. Now I brought out my dough, and then I'm ready to now cut my meat pie and form my meat pie. So this time around, you are not even needing too much. All you need to do is just to need it to be very neat, and then you cut into 4. So I'm dividing this into 4 parts, so I can have one per the one that will be rolling out for the cutter. So now that you can see that I've divided them into 4 parts, 4 equal parts, then I will pick one to just roll out on my cutter. So now I've rolled this out. Now I'm just going to go ahead to place it on my meat pie cutter. So guys, if you've watched this recipe to this point, that means this recipe is helpful to you and you've been enjoying this recipe. Please kindly like, share, drop a comment. By liking my video, it will reach wider audience and they will be able to engage with my content more, and I will also be happy. So it will encourage me to keep going. So I really appreciate if you drop a comment for me, good or bad comment. Anyone is okay. I just want your feedback on whatever recipe I have dropped, and check my previous posts too. So you can see I have formed the meat pie, and also know that you don't want to overfill your meat pie with the sauce. Like, you don't want to overfill it, because if you overfill it, it can easily burst out of the shaper, a bit the meat pie cutter. So now I'm just going to go ahead to form this again and cut that, so like I did earlier, as you can see. And our meat pie is looking so good. See how pretty this meat pie is looking. So now guys, if you don't have cutter at home, you can look for a bowl like this, try and cut it out, put the sauce here, cover it, like, because it was after this was like the last dough I had, so I just said let me show people that don't have meat pie cutter at home that okay, this is another way how to do it. So then you press it down with your fork, and then as you can see, I'm trying to form another meat pie shape here. So you can always use your bowls, sharp bowls in the house for your meat pie, and it will come out nice. So now we're going to go ahead to use our egg wash. Our egg wash is just egg. It's just normal egg. Just beat your normal egg and brush it over the meat pie, as you can see I'm doing here. And then you put in your oven on a low heat. So yeah, this is my meat pie. It is ready. Can you see how good it is looking? Like, it is looking so good. So guys, I hope this video was very helpful, and I hope that you're going to be trying out this recipe. And please make sure that you tag me or you drop a comment whenever you try it out to let me know how good it was for you. And don't forget to follow me on social media platform, on other social media platform like Instagram, Facebook. I'm also Diabisola everywhere. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Bye.